So now debate and Dr. L. You have 10 minutes, Hanumantayya ji.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. The Chartered Accountants, Cost and Works Accountants and the Company Secretaries Bill 2021 was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 17 December 2021. It was referred to Standing Committee on 21st December and passed in Lok Sabha on 30th March 22. Sir, this bill amends the Chartered Accountants Act 1949, Cost and Works Accountants Act 1959, and the Company Secretaries Act 1980 to change the disciplinary mechanism under the three professional bodies of CA, CS, and cost accountants. Sir, this bill seeks to bring more scrutiny and autonomy in the functioning of these three professional institutes, namely the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Cost Accountants, and Company Secretaries of India. Sir, the statement and objects and reasons of this bill states that amendments are as per recommendations of the High Power Committee created under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, aimed at strengthening the existing mechanism of this functioning of three institutes. Sir, now the bill makes provisions for a non-chartered accountant as per the presiding officer of the disciplinary committee, which could hamper the professional functioning of the committee. Sir, the other professional bodies like Medical Council or the Bar Council are headed by professionals who understand the nuisances of industry and bring in experience and expertise. And how would a non-CA understand the technical nuisances of the issues in front of the committee? Is my first question. Sir, the second question is, external members still decided by same institutes. Sir, I just wanted to, Section 9A, very broad coordination committee is proposed under this bill. Sir, existing mechanism is taking care of the required coordination between the institutes. Under Section 17 of the CA Act, as a non-standing committee, the coordination committee of all the three institutes already exists. And I wanted to ask, what is the purpose of making this coordination committee? This may be made as standing committee. This is my suggestion. Sir, Section 21A and 21B of this bill, 2 CAs, 3 non-chartered accountants or presiding officers will be 1 out of 3 non-CAs is made the provision. But the non-chartered accountants should not be the presiding officers of this disciplinary committee. The reason being, sir, it is because application of complex accounting, the functioning standards, auditing standards, code of ethics, taxation, GST, customs, money laundering, etc., required in case of professional misconduct by the CA, by the chartered accountant. So only the chartered accountant may fully appreciate these type of cases which are coming into this disciplinary committee. So I request the non-chartered accountants should not be the presiding officers of this disciplinary committee. That is my another request, sir. Sir, Section 20C says any firm which has been declared from undertaking any activity or activities relating to the profession of a chartered accountant into the profession, the practice under any law, time being in force or any competent court. Sir, this Section 20C, there may be a serious consequences if firms are removed. That is very, very important. So this provision should not be there, so that the, sir, the one more problem in this is, these committees are, this department itself is self-funding department. Government is not spending even any amount on these three institutes. Their studying is independent, the students are being funded by their parents, and the committees are running under the fees collected by the students. When that is the case, the government's interference as much as possible should not be to the long way. It should be allowed, the autonomy of these bodies should be allowed, and the government also interested in allowing the autonomy of these bodies. But on the other hand, backside of the door, they wanted to enter and control all the institutes, which is not correct. Sir, as per the section 20A, register of firms has been made a separate chapter. Of course, that is okay and good. I agree with it. If the name of the firm is registered outside India, then identical or similar name should not be registered in India is the condition. Sir, how do you verify this? I wanted to know from the Honorable Finance Minister in this case, if the name, same name is registered outside India, many a times the Indian people who are wanted to register may not be able to get these names, so that if there is repetition, it will be disqualified. That should not be allowed, and I wanted that section has to be corrected properly. So verification of names registered outside India through one single window agency, which may lead to verification of name, may be very difficult. So we should not put people into trouble just by names. So that is what my request is. Sir, section 19(2) and 20B, in these two, in the register of members, firms inclusion of information pertaining to pendency of actionable cases. Sir, this entry of pendency of actionable complaint or information, the cases should be made only after the member or the firm held guilty by the board of director or disciplinary committee and the final order is passed. Sir, here there is a problem. During the process, if a firm or a person, his name is announced here, he will have the adverse effect. So unless the final order is passed, his name should not be published. That is another request by me. So I am requesting section 21(8) as per the bill, non-withdrawal of the complaint filed with this disciplinary directorate under any circumstances is the condition. Sir, I just wanted to ask the Honorable Finance Minister again, if anybody files a submission or files to the disciplinary directorate, if they are not allowed to withdraw their own things after the correction by them, what is the problem for the disciplinary committee is my question. Why it should not be allowed to withdraw? Sir, can we be so strict that treating these firms, treating these persons as criminals under these acts? So I sincerely request the government allowing withdrawal of the complaint filed before them must be there. It should be there because the person who has filed any complaint, filed his own cases, can be allowed to withdraw, but the bill doesn't say so. That is very, very strict and it should not be there according to me. Sir, section 21(9) says availability of the status of actionable information. Availability of status of actionable information and complaints pending before the disciplinary directorate or the board of directorate or the disciplinary committee, This only after final order is made by the BOD, which I have already said. See, unless,
Please wind up now.
I will do it, sir. Unless the board of directorate or the disciplinary committee are made available in public domain, then the firm will have the adverse effect in the public domain. Afterwards, if the case is going to be in his favor, the firm may not get any business afterwards. He may not be able to practice at all. So that is the reason I request the Honorable Minister, allow these only after the final decision is done by the Board of Director. So these are my submissions under this bill, sir.
Thank you.
After correcting this bill, this can be passed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The next speaker is Sri Suresh Prabhu.
So thank you, sir.